Hi everyone, my name is Nkiru and I'm the founder of Zephans & Co. Zephans & Co is an indigenous fashion brand that was founded in 2016. All of our pieces are made in Nigeria using locally sourced fabrics and locally made materials.
Hello, my name is Busola and I'm the founder of Lady Biba. Lady Biba is a women's wear brand that is known for dressing lady bosses.
I started Zephans & Co because I felt the need to create a brand that would make women feel confident and empowered without having to break the bank. Because most of the time I'd want to buy something, I'd be looking for a particular type of outfit. And the ones I would see around me were usually, well, I wouldn't say overpriced, but they were just above my budget. You understand? And then I'd now have to go and shop on like international websites. And so I knew there was a gap. I knew that there was definitely a market for it. And then I decided to try it out and see how it went. And that was how Zephans & Co was birthed.
I started this brand with one machine that was gifted to me by my auntie. And that was really the start of this journey. Even though I've loved fashion since I was a child, I've always been fascinated by the business side of fashion, and I've always dreamt of owning my own fashion brand. I never really thought that I would start right off of university. I thought that I was going to do some 9-to-5 work and maybe start fashion as a side hustle. But one way or the other, I finished uni and I just started to dabble around fashion, and I found myself with the full-fledged fashion brand. And I've been doing this for about 8 years now, and it's been a labor of love. It's been challenging, but I'm so glad to be doing this because this is really my own love letter to fashion.
When I was approached to be one of the designers for Smart Money Woman, the TV series, I was so excited because I read the book and I was very impressed. So when Isoken, who's the creative director for the Smart Money Woman TV series, reached out to me, I was excited because I felt like our brands align. You know, it's like Smart Money Woman is all about, you know, empowering women with financial knowledge, you know, knowing how to manage your finances and all of that. And we are about empowering women through fashion. So I felt like, oh, this is such a good collaboration, and I was excited for it. It's a decision that I'm happy I agreed to, because when I saw it on TV, I was like, oh my goodness. I was with my friends when I was watching like one episode, I was like, that's Zephans & Co over there. Did you see her? Did you see that? You know, it felt so good to be part of something so big. Yeah, so that's a good feeling.
The reason I can't say no to Arese is because Arese is someone that has been instrumental in the journey and the growth of Lady Biba. She's been awesome. She's been an ambassador. She's been supportive. And this was even before knowing me personally. So she did not know who I was. She just loved the clothes. And one way or the other, Arese will be on my phone. You know, sending clients to me. You know, I obviously can't say no to someone that's been so supportive of the brand. See, I've worked on like other like TV shows and movies, and to be honest, like people think it's this like big opportunity to showcase your brand, but most times you don't really get a lot from it. People recognize your design. It's great for positioning as a brand, but in terms of like the numbers, it doesn't really do much. But I was particularly excited about this one because, first of all, it's you. I've always been supportive of Lady Biba, even before you knew who I was. So that was one. Then two, I was just excited for the book to be in like a series because I was a fan of the book. Like, I read the first one, I read the second one, you know, I remember saying, I remember telling you one time that, oh my God, I think I found my shola. So it's just so random. So I was invested in seeing that project. And I remember when you started like the journey of like writing the book, like, so just to me, it was like an opportunity to just like embark on like this new journey and see something come to life.
So with Kiki, you didn't know me.
Yeah, but I knew it's okay. It's okay. She's my girl from way back. So, I mean, when she came to me, she knows, and I mean, my typical answer would have been no to like a certain people, you know, because most of the time they come with the same thing. Oh, we're doing a TV show, we're going to tag you, we're going to do this. At the end of the day, I know. If we're asking who's doing who a favor, you understand. But when she came, and I'd read the book as well, you know, because when it came out, it's okay. And I'm sure she sent all her friends the same message that please go and buy my sister's book, you know. So we read the book. I read the book. It was good. You know, I really liked it. So she came and she was like, oh, Kiki, you know, they're making the book into a TV series. You know, so when she came, I was just like, it's okay, you know what, you need to give me time. This is not one of those ones where you'd be like, I'm downstairs or somebody's downstairs to pick it up. You know, so the first read, like the biggest reason why I said yes was, first of all, it was coming from myself, and secondly, the book. I read the book and I was excited to be a part of something that I could really connect with. You know, so yeah. For me, you know, I'd always, first of all, I always tell people, I don't know, maybe it works different for other people. When people come to me and say, oh, they want to start any kind of business, I'd always say start small, you know, because you have to familiarize yourself with the surrounding. You're starting a new business, even if it's food you're selling. Start small. Don't go and open this big restaurant and expect that, the day I open, 100 people will walk in, you know. So I always say start small, and that's what worked for me. Start small and then scale, so that you can grow organically. No matter how long it takes, it's better for you to start small and grow than you just go and set up this. I actually know someone that did that, and it just came to my mind. You know, she was abroad, and she had said this to herself that, you know what, I'm just going to come to Nigeria with my ideas and my designs, and I'm going to take over the market. She rented a duplex for 7 million in Lekki, went and did like on the day of her, she knew a lot of people, so maybe that's what she was banking on. On the day of her opening, I asked her, baby, how did it go? She was like, she didn't even sell up to 500,000. Wow. And you already paid 7 million naira in rent. So God. I always use that as an example. Start small, familiarize yourself with your business, and you know how people are responding to your business, and then grow organically, and then you can now scale. You know, so that's one thing that has worked for me.
In terms of production, so when we first started, it was my tailor and I, like, we were practically doing everything together. So I mean, I grew, like, I share the story on my YouTube channel. Like, I talk about how I went from one tailor to two tailors to two tailors and an admin staff, and then 3 tailors. And so I've been growing gradually, just like Kiki said, starting small. It's funny that she mentioned starting small, because I remember before I started my business, I was praying about it. I was reading my Bible, and that was like the word that stuck to me. And every single time I felt like I'm big enough to do this and just overstepping my boundaries, it would be failure. So just taking it one step at a time. So for us, now we have a factory. We didn't start out with a factory, but I had the vision. I remember on my iPad then, I used to have, like, I was that person that obsessed about owning a factory. Like, I don't know if that's something that people necessarily dream, but I used to have like pictures and pictures and pictures of factories. So I was always like learning on YouTube, and just, so everything that I've done, it wasn't because I had like the knowledge or expertise. It was more of, oh, we need this, then we get this. Oh, we need this, we get this. So I was never doing anything to be of a certain standard or to look a certain way to like people. I was only growing the business as the business needed to grow. So that required like getting people to fulfill like different like roles, as opposed to one person doing everything. So even now, I mean, like this top that I'm wearing, it's not the same person that made this side, that made like the bodice and everything. So just having that structure in place, it took time, it took reorientation, because a lot of our tailors were not even on board with, like, they were like, oh no, they're going to lose their training and their expertise. So they did not believe in like But when you look at simple economics, like division of labor, like leads to specialization. So I feel like that's what really has helped in terms of like efficiency and just scaling production. So when I started online. Like I didn't even have a choice because I couldn't afford to get a store, and I was doing fashion against my parents. Yeah, so it wasn't even a thing that I could say, oh, I need to get a store, I was basically trying to like do this thing that they didn't necessarily see as like a reasonable path for me. So I started by learning. Okay, I had a friend that was a website designer, and he helped me build this site. And the site was beautiful, but it wasn't just me. So I basically built my site by learning. Wow. Yeah, like, and back then, I mean, we have Shopify, we have Wix, we have so many platforms now that make it easy. It wasn't so I literally, like, I would build crash, like it was really sleepless nights, but I was able to build a website, and that was like my primary point of sale at that point. And I remember also that there was Sabunta then. I don't know if you know Sabunta. It was Jumia. Jumia acquired Sabunta, so they stocked Lady Biba as well. So I saw what they were doing. I mean, I would go on Google and I would see Lady Biba being advertised. So it was so crazy. Like, there was so much potential. The only thing that wasn't available then was a payment platform. There's so many payment platforms now. So I definitely recommend having a website today. I mean, there's no excuse for me, for any brand to not have a website, because it's easy, it's more affordable, and you don't have to have like technical expertise. So there's really no excuse for anyone today not to be online.
Well, honestly, I would say getting a website is the best decision I made this year, because my life has been made so easy. I remember days that I would wake up, I wouldn't want to get out of bed because you'd put up your phone and you'd see like 800 messages on WhatsApp. Some days you put up some designs that you know will sell out like this, then it will now be a case of how am I going to respond, because people are messaging you at the same time. And then when you now update sold out, just be ready for insults. So I knew that, something has to be done. I'd bought my domain name in maybe 2017 or so, because I was like, I'm going to do a website. But every time anybody would ask me, and I was renewing it yearly, but I just couldn't set up the website. So one day I just told myself, you know what? And it didn't take me, let me say, 3 weeks. Wow. That website was ready in 3 weeks. In the 4 years that I've been running this business, whenever I ship to a new country, I always tick it out. This is a new country, So let me say, before the website, I was on 45 countries. Wow. Now it's been 3 months, 2 months? No, 2 months. September, I'm on 62. Amazing. So that's you understand. So that's like more countries
and
that
I've also on ASOS.
Yeah. Yes.
Please explain.
I mean,
because I think that is such an important thing for like other up and coming designers to see what avenues are available. All you have to do is research. ASOS did not call me. I went on their website and I saw that there's an opportunity here, even though I'd applied before and they declined. But guess what? As soon as I had a website, they accepted me. Because in the past, when I applied, they said, they like my designs, but because I don't have a website, they can't really go on there to see what really, what's really available to their customers. So they can verify verify your quality and then see reviews from other people. So as soon as, in fact, the week I set up my website, I applied again. In maybe 5 to 7 days, they sent me an email saying that, we're good to go. ASOS has been amazing, because I'm able to now sell at the price that I really feel like I deserve to sell at, and you get paid in foreign currency, and you can store that money away for emergency. Something happens, you're making money in Nigeria, you're making money elsewhere. all of this struggle that we're hearing, oh, dollar is this, it doesn't affect you. Because if you want dollars today, you don't have to go and change naira to buy dollars. You already have money somewhere. If you're an up-and-coming designer, look for opportunities. If you actually Google, there's so many places that you can actually plug into. There's even Etsy. I know someone who does minimum 12K a month on Etsy selling, but people don't see that. People just feel like, oh, you have to. There are actually opportunities to earn money. So I mean, if up and coming, go out there, do your research and plug in.
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all your ideas and strategies with us. Hopefully people learned a lot.
Thank you for having us.
Yay. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.